All right, we're back again, day 3. I don't know, I think this podcast, I think it's like podcast 944 or something. This time we've got Heidi on set. Let's start with the customary crack. Sugar-free or sugar? Go for it.
I'm gonna go all sugar.
All right, I'll go all in with you too. Nice and close to the microphone there, let's go.
See you, yeah.
Cheers, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
All right.
That's good, really good.
It's funny because everyone's like, you're drinking energy drinks all day, every day? I'm like, you know what, it's a tough gig. And then they come on set and they're like, oh, we need this.
Yeah.
SEMA's a long day, it's a long gig, it's a long road. So do me a favor, go ahead and introduce yourself. I always find a way of stuffing that up. And I hope that you can introduce yourself better than I can. So go ahead.
Yeah, so started working in motorsports about 20 years ago. Started at PRI, and so I've been networking and working my way through, and just grew into being able to have this type of platform and come up with ideas. And yeah, so I've worked in the marketing, I've worked in sales, helped build trade shows, and yeah, just constantly learning. And
so 20 years, long time, right? Long time.
Early
No offense.
2000s, yeah.
No offense. I didn't just call you old. I didn't just call you old.
It's okay, I am.
I just mean it's a long-term commitment. All right.
Yeah.
You must start when you're 10, whatever. But 20 years, and to your point, PRI. I mean, what a great show. It's evolved so much. I mean, I don't know if you're in it. Well, was that Florida?
So it originally was in Florida, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, so clearly I'm showing my age because I've been to the Florida version.
Yeah.
And then obviously it's bounced around, but it found its heart at Indy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And and so you enjoy your time at PRI. I mean, it's a great show.
Enjoy my time at PRI, and what's special about that is being that my career started in racing and motorsports at PRI. And then being able to do a full circle moment and, bringing what I'm now creating back to PRI and having it born there is going to be special. And, I really do like to reiterate that I wouldn't be able to be anywhere I'm at or meet anybody or shake a hand with somebody had it not been for the community, the racing community. And anybody who knows that's in this industry knows how tight-knit that is, and you can't duplicate it.
So tell us about, let's go past 20 years. Let's start with, I don't know, why PRI? Why automotive? I mean, was that just like, okay, PRI looks like a good job, let me give it a go? Or was there a background in racing? Was there, I don't know, a product that you liked, a person? What led up to PRI? I mean, how did that start?
I was a teacher before I started doing anything in this industry, and I switched my career, and there happened to be an opportunity in Laguna Beach, California, at the headquarters at the time. And just fell in love instantly. So, and again, I'll go back to, it's the people that, really brought me up along, great mentors in my life, and teaching me everything that I, need to know, just fly on the wall everywhere. And so, I grew up around automotive. My stepdad worked with Mazda Motorsports.
Wow.
So he was, back in the day, so he was able to do things with Jeremy McGrath, and I was invited to go to Laguna Seca a lot, and Supercross. My mom's also been in automotive. So yeah, I've always kind of been around the cars, and so working at PRI just felt right. And it was, again, at the time when Steve was running it, you cannot replace that kind of energy. And still to this day, we were just meeting some people that I've known since day one, and had I not met them, had they not been there to support me, I wouldn't be able to even come to fruition the ways that I've been able to think, because I problem solve, So yeah, when you're there, when you're in the heart of it, when you're in the industry, it magnifies.
It's crazy because you talk about your parents being in automotive. So, like you said, an automotive job made total sense. It's like, it wasn't foreign. It's like, what are cars? What's this car thing, right?
Yeah, no, I felt comfortable with it, and I really truly wanted to learn. I remember just as soon as I could, I was working in the world of selling different parts and working in marketing different parts. And so I had to understand, where does this part go on a race car and what does it do? And so I had my little binder and learning how to, how do you build a race car? And so trying to understand literally from the inside out. And I think just who I am, I like to know everything, and that's just my own personal endeavors, the way I like to operate. I like to carry conversations, at least kind of understand. Maybe I can't lead a conversation about racing or race cars, but I can smile and nod, but yeah. I do understand it, yeah. So
yeah, it's interesting you say that because you actually enjoy going to the events, like when I'm with Dave or like Reed. You guys are always hanging out. You guys are always going to all these different events. Like you're actually attending these events. So it's not like, and that's I think the biggest thing, right? Is that I don't know. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. But whether you're paid to do it or not, you'll still go and enjoy being there. So like this is a perfect fit for you, right? And then shortly we'll get into the solution the solution you've created. But it's ironically a perfect fit that was like something that you were already doing, right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Well, and I will say, and that is where I learned how you operate it. Survival of the fittest, I think, really in any job that you're at, but you have to take it seriously. And so I think that just will come through naturally with anybody, just like with Speedmaster. I mean, you're passionate about everything that you do, and that really carries through in all of your posts. You're doing the podcast, and that is genuinely, I look forward to doing any event that I can go to. I do it all on my own, and you gotta just raw dog it sometimes, and you just get out there and you learn. You just gotta dive right in. So.
But you still show up and you enjoy it. You're there.
You gotta be there.
You're cheering them on. You're having the beer and going, yeah, this is fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Being there, you're halfway there. So that's all you need to do, and then you just let it flow, and you learn as you go.
All right, so let's talk about this little idea of yours. You're launching at PRI. Talk us through it. What's the name? How did you think of the name? What's it? Talk us through it. There's so much to touch on. So Racership is a community-driven app. It's designed initially. The brains behind it, the heart of it is. It's fun to say. It's matchmaking for motorsports, and so I, was thinking, what's the concept here? And everybody has different criteria. I work with a lot of racers. I've again, been in this industry, so I really come to understand the struggle. There's a barrier between racers getting what they need, but also in turn, brands getting the return on their investment, and really understanding how that partnership and how those relationships should be. And again, I don't know everything. I know what I know. But what I've experienced is that there's a struggle there. And so to bridge that gap and to create opportunity, technology really comes into play. And I'm not a techie, I'm not a tech guru, but my dad actually is very entrepreneurial, and he built apps. And so I guess maybe indirectly it kind of worked out that way. But yeah, I was at PRI in 2022, and I had a lot of people coming up to me wanting to offer me their sponsorship deck. Can you connect me to this person? And my role at the time, that wasn't what I was allowed to do, I guess. And so it really, by nature, I want to help people. And so I felt like I wasn't doing my job for myself. And so, that's really just, it started coming to life. And I thought, how is there nothing really like this? And there's a social media aspect to it, because that's huge in this, in the industry. So, I could talk forever about the actual integrations of the app, but to keep it very clean, the motorsports matchmaking, everybody signs up with their criteria. The technology is vetting everybody, so it's saving the time, it's saving that frustration, it takes away that awkwardness, and now racers have a space specifically for them to do what they want to do. And I put the power in the hands of the brands. I love saying that, because with the matchmaking and that technology, people follow each other and whatnot. But as soon as Brandon, you decide that you accept that follow and you match,
then the private conversations can happen. So you're not getting
That's
spammed.
cool.
You're not having people coming up to you. Now at PRI, at places like this, not that I'm trying to take away, but the business of trade shows is not for that purpose. And so
not.
there needs to be a purpose, and
Yes.
that's where I created it.
Yeah, because you're 100% right. You know, like, and it's all actually an awkward interaction. So we're there, we've got a booth. Even though it makes sense for someone to walk into the booth with a pitch deck for sponsorship, it just doesn't feel right. Doesn't, I don't know, like you said. So, and people do that. They turn up and you're like, hey, you know, can we talk about sponsorship? And so, well, first things first, we have a marketing team. They'll go through and assess it all. So even though you're talking me through this, I can't then pass that on anyway. And then the other problem is that it's like, well, 3 people have walked in that are looking to buy my stuff. Now it becomes a hindrance, you know. So
Right.
it's actually a really awkward segue, you know.
Right. Yeah. It's an uncomfortable introduction, and first impressions in my world, I rely heavily. I've always been in customer service roles. I take it very seriously, and first impressions are everything. So you want to have that opportunity, and what Racership is going to do, it offers a dynamic profile. Each member signs up and they have their own type of profile, but racers now have a place to have their sponsorship deck available for anybody brands to watch them, upload it, and they
That's
can
awesome.
perfect it, and they can upload their recent race results, their lap times. They can post on Racership.
That's awesome.
They can also push it out to current social media, so I'm not taking away from that
course.
experience. But, you know, so yeah, just creating a whole nother data source for analytics and, you know, just building it. So I really want to emphasize the purposeful posting, not just for likes, but really to make it, you know, here's your opportunity. You got people watching you,
building a
so show
profile.
them what you got.
Yeah.
And it's not just that you can drive a race car really well, and it's not that, you know, you can do what is so traditional right now, but now they also have the opportunity to show who they really are, their lifestyle, and then brands can see how can I tailor this to my brand and take advantage of this audience. I mean, it's a bunch of influencers, and that's the world we live in.
Yeah, and to your point, all of a sudden, because it's hard, you know, you've got Instagram and all the rest, but you know, like you said, there's no depth to that. So yeah, you might create a profile on Instagram. Actually, so such a great solution, you know, when you think about it. Oh, obviously, you have thought about it. But you know, you've got Instagram, which is a social presence. Then you've got potentially maybe I don't know, what is it, like a Wikipedia location, which is actually hard to even get these days. So you've got that data there. Then you create a website that maybe has a blog and a blurb and tells you all about it. But then they're also disjointed, right? So in this situation, you can kind of go to your solution and kind of have all that, I guess, you know.
It's siloed. I've had everything now in one space. It's the central hub for all of the things everybody does.
Yeah.
But now it's exclusive to motorsports, undiluted from the outside world. You're not going to see a scroll or this and then get sidetracked. We all have ADD now, or ADHD, because we have to think
Google
fast.
ad pop up. Yeah.
Right, and then you get trailed off. So I want it to feel it should be purposeful. And if you're in the business, you want to take it seriously on both sides. So there's, you know, I think it's really going to be powerful for both racers and brands, but I'm integrating the mentorship, and I really want to emphasize that because, again, where I come from, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't be sitting here with you had I not had great mentors in my life that took the time to teach me things, even maybe directly or indirectly. Yeah. But I've taken myself seriously, and, you know, that's how you get anywhere, right, is, you know, being attentive. And so the mentors are going to be able to work with brands.
That's amazing.
You can tailor the talent specifically to a campaign that you're running. And yeah, you make it what you need it to be for you. And I'm so excited to see how it all works.
So I mean, let's talk about this as well. Like, I mean, you know, a year ago, you're like, you know, I think I want to kind of create a solution for this and that. I'm like, oh, it sounds amazing. And a year later, here you are. You know, you've built this platform. I mean, talk us through it. You know, like, you know, you're a prime example of, you know, if you want to do something, you'll do it, right? And I think that, you know, this, you know, that's, we touched on this in another podcast, a level of entrepreneurship where, you know, yeah, like you're like, I don't know how to explain it. You said, I'm just going to do it, and here we are today. So I mean, talk people through the process. It's not an easy process, right? You know, you made a decision, got to plan it. I mean, move through. So, I mean, if anyone can do it, you can do it. Maybe even, you know, if you're not mentoring them how to race, you might mentor them how to, you know, follow in your footsteps to kind of create other solutions, I guess.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, I didn't think of myself initially as being somebody that would be able to, you know, mentor and talk about it in that sense. I'm more focused on what can I do for others.
But here we are.
In that sense, but yeah, I mean, honestly, it goes along with what I hope and what I want the racers to, you know, I built it especially, that was for them, you know,
Sure.
and then it's grown into everything that it is. But if they want to get ahead, if they want to do well, if they want to advance, however they want to do that, however their career looks like, I mean, take it from me. I mean, you go from having nothing, no idea, but if you manifest things and if you take yourself seriously, you put yourself in the right positions, you know, you have to prioritize. And so I really do hope that that does come across. And, you know, building a business, first of all, is not for the faint of heart.
Sure.
And I'm still in that process. I mean, I've got a lot of it taken care of, but then on top of that, building an app.
Yeah.
So learning the language of, you know, the tech world and really just being in that space as well is extremely eye-opening, and you learn so
Sure
much. Again,
is.
I'm learning more from other people. So, yeah.
Well, welcome to the club that says we're flying the plane as we build it. Okay, so welcome to that club.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that you kind of have to, and we were kind of saying that before too. I've always been very creative. Sometimes it is hard to channel a lot of my excitement about my thoughts and everything.
Yes.
I literally write them down, and I have a file of Heidi's ideas. And I knew one day something would stick. I've always thought this way. I've come, you know, when I was pregnant, I learned how to sew, and I started making baby clothes, and I started a little business doing that. And, you know, I think if you want to solve your own problems, if you want to solve any problem, you have to figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, you touched on that. Tell me about, obviously, the flow. We spoke about the flow of the app. It's a loaded question, but, you know, I'll ask it anyway. What's your favorite part of the app?
I think my favorite part of the app is exactly where the idea started, is that matchmaking criteria, and when you really think about it, if you think about a dating app, what the racers and everybody are going to do, I mean, it's magical, and that's what makes sense. When I do speak about it and I talk to others about it, they're like, wow, that makes so much sense. But yeah, it does. It's not that, you know, it's nobody can think of something like it. It just happened to be that I did. And so, yeah, I mean, that's my favorite part, is being able to see how everybody's different criteria is going to start learning about how best they can work together and, you know, create jobs, create opportunity. I think that's got to be my favorite part, because that is the heart of it. That's where it came from my heart. So I want that for them.
Yeah, I love that. So, I mean, what is, PRI's close, it's around the corner.
It's a month away.
What does preparation look like?
Well, I've got my booth. My booth, so I definitely creating schedules of, I got some brands coming to stop by to be able to shake some hands and back it, and you know, also be a voice for it, be a megaphone for it. I was talking to Michael Good the other day, and he was, you know, saying the same thing. You know, this is something that everybody's going to be able to find how it works for them. And so up until this point, I've been head down developing it, designing it, every little feature, every color, every single part is me. So it is neat. I mean, you're building something. It's like building a house. I mean, I've never built a house, but building this. And making sure that I have the MVP of the app available, because there's much more that goes into it, but I want to stay focused and start building the community on racership. So they'll be able to activate, they'll be able to literally sign up. Right now I have a pre-launch crew sign up, and I've been doing really well with that.
Wow.
But now they can actually do it on the app. They can start building their profiles, getting their sponsorship decks ready. And if they don't have a deck, then I can offer opportunity for them to work with somebody and start storytelling, because
Yes.
that's big right now. They need to learn how to represent themselves through storytelling, and they'll learn that by way of mentors. And I mean, that right there, I mean, that's what brands want. And it's not really just only if you think about it that way, but this is for humans in general also. And I want to touch on the youth aspect of this. The app is created so that it's very safe for children. So I want, the youth racers need to have their space here. They're going to be able to be there with existing professionals and learn from them. Now they have the opportunity to be there and learn, what this could look like for me 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Be able to ask questions to people that they would otherwise never have the opportunity to do, and you can do that on Racership through the feed. And
it's phenomenal. So you will have an MVP ready by PRI.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
So it'll be everybody can sign up, build their profiles, and that's the racers, the brands, and the mentors, and then the feed. And so then after that comes everything else. I'm creating a marketplace, like Facebook Marketplace, but I'm doing that for Racership. Like a new age, like marketplace, or like a Craigslist, a OneAds, so that people on the app can actually then work together and swap and trade, or sell, seek, and swap. Calling it the garage.
That is cool.
So just another way to build trust within each other, and really just cultivate that culture. I really want that to be around there, and I really do hope that people take it as seriously as I'm presenting it for these reasons.
So hopefully got I don't know, the boost's ready, MVP's ready. So where to from here? We just got to get these people in, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, the marketing will really start to take off. That's the other part of it, and I don't know how to do anything else but what I've been doing now, but I don't know, there had to be a right strategy to it, because I can't promote something that's really not there and ask people to sign up if they don't have the actual product. So once we get to PRI, I'll have a press release coming out pretty soon. So it'll explain a little bit more what people can expect for the future, and so they'll be able to be there and activate. They'll be able to do little speed dating sessions at the booth.
No way.
I have some fun ideas that are.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be epic.
There's going to be some neat things, and eventually I'm going to bring the app to life. So I'll do in-person events.
Yes.
Yeah, so everybody will then be able to find themselves in person.
This is crazy. I can't wait to see it. I'm sure. I mean, of course, I'm sure you're more excited than everybody.
Very excited.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I mean, time's ticking. It's coming close. So yeah, I can't wait. I mean, is there a site or anything in the meantime people can go to? So in closing, we can be like, hey, go here, go there. We can help promote it through the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. So racership.com right now. I've created my website through Squarespace. Not that I'm trying to, say anything there, but that again too was a learning experience. But I needed there to be a platform for people currently to go and learn. There is a space on there. I'm calling it the Wall of Fame.
There you go.
And so the founding members are the people who are signing up prior to launch, showing that they believe in it, that they want to be a part of this movement. So I've got everybody currently on the Wall of Fame, so we'll add Speedmaster to that.
Thank you.
And because we're going to be around forever. And so looking back, we're going to look back 20 years from now, and the people that believed it in the beginning, I want them to have that autonomy. I want them, as cheesy as it sounds, I've started the process, but the industry is going to build it. And I'm just going to be there to kind of make sure that everyone stays safe and that we're doing things the right way. Very positive atmosphere, only building people up. And so they can go to the website, they can sign up on the Wall of Fame, and I'll respond to them. I can add you to the newsletter. I've only sent out one so far, but I'll send out another one leading up to the show, and then I'll really start kicking off the marketing, keeping people informed. People can sign up to get text messages if they want with the app, and so I'll keep everyone going. Yeah. Yeah,
so, I can't wait for the app to go live. I can't wait for you to remove that awkwardness that people go through with holding their books. In future it'll be, here's my Racership login or my account or ID. It's all there.
Yeah, yeah,
Check
and you
me
can
out.
personalize your profile and your background. So, kind of taking some of the things back from MySpace back in the day, so you can really personalize yourself. And that, again, that's your first impression right there. So take advantage of it. And
It's crazy. So, you're the third person this week who's creating a tech company that has mentioned bringing back MySpace. It is so funny.
That's our era.
Yeah, it's so funny. Potentially, maybe Facebook's gone too far.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it's you have
It's
to innovate.
interesting.
You have to shape. You have to shift and pivot with with the world around you, and you have to watch the user behavior, and I think that's part of it. I mean, literally with tech, you can watch people online, but we all do it in person too when we're at shows. The same conversations come up. How was the foot traffic, and
So true.
everyone's constantly in tune with what's going on around them.
Yeah.
And so that's you got to do that. It's part of it.
Oh my God, I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I look forward to seeing it there. I know all our friends are excited, Dave and Reed and everybody else. It's so good. It's so good to, have friends that just keep doing new and exciting things. And I look forward to seeing you at PRI. I look forward to being on the Wall of Fame. And
yeah, I'll
keep
let you
pushing
know
it
when
ahead.
you're up,
Mate.
and I would love to have you come by the booth. Of
Yeah.
course, I'll be walking around the show as well, but I would love to have you over there and just say hi and see what happens. Really, again, and you can't really plan for these things sometimes to an extent. So we'll see how it all comes out.
We miss all the shots we don't take, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? So again, racership.com.
Racership.com. Sign up on the Wall of Fame.
Let's go. All right, oh, Heidi, thank you so much.
Thank
I don't want to
you.
go over time and miss your flight, so
Yes.
we'll
thank
get on that.
you.
And again, thank you guys, and I'll see you shortly. Thank you.
you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.